and today we're gonna be reacting to Clout Cassette Crashes Out by P.G. Shout out to this bro, he's been doing all these videos about these guys and he's been giving me stuff to react to, so I'm just gonna be reacting to this. Clout Cassette Mohale. Apparently he's been going on a rampage on social media. Since the crash outs are all just this horrible mirage in his social media, we're gonna leave that alone and we're just gonna focus on someone who has put that together for us, because apparently we are lazy.
What's going on, you guys? So check it right. We all know Morale Pablo, you know, the guy who runs Clout Cassette, where artists go to get their music videos shot and directed. Now it seems like he's on a serious crash out on Instagram, where he's pretty much been airing out all the artists he's worked with over the past few years. Now, because this is a hip-hop channel, I'll only be focusing on the hip-hop artists he spoke on, because to be honest with you, there's too many artists he's been getting at, and I'm not trying to have this video be too long. But anyway, starting with the first crash out, we have Morale exposing his grievances with McLaren Doughboy. So he goes on to say, PSA, I will no longer be associated with McLaren Doughboy. We had a great run together and we shared a lot of happy and genuine moments. I think, hey, at this point, I don't even know what to believe. But yeah, we have our differences, which we have overcome. Right now,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna need 2 times the speed so we can like wrap this up real quick.
Too long. But anyway, starting with the first crash out, we have Morale exposing his grievances with McLaren Doughboy. So he goes on to say, PSA, I will no longer be associated with McLaren Doughboy. We had a great run together and we shared a lot of happy and genuine moments. I think, hey, at this point, I don't even know what to believe. But yeah, we have our differences, which we have overcome. Right now, I personally don't think we see eye to eye based on how he has responded to my feedback on certain work. And I genuinely feel like because it would take me a lashing out for him to reply properly, and I'm tired of that. Therefore, I will no longer be working with him after the last 2 projects that need to be released, which I will not be putting my name on, because to me, it's unfinished work. That does not make him a bad guy at all. He has been good to me, but I feel like I've overlooked a lot and I've let a lot of things pass while bottling them up. So I'm cutting ties completely. If I am to ever work with him, it will be by agency, no other way. Thank you. And then he continued by saying, PSA number 7, McLaren once told me that if I post about him, because he doesn't want me to post about Ghost Ruby's Grootman, his people gonna deal with me. So if anything happens to me, you know where to go.
Christ.
Now this is wild, because he's definitely making it seem as if McLaren is moving like a mafia boss out here. Now we all know he's from the streets, but McLaren is way too established, way too brand friendly to engage in BS that would lead to someone getting physically harmed. But anyways, Morale ended up posting a video of McLaren in an emotional state, speaking on their relationship.
Online, boy. Big part of me feels like you could have spoken to me about something.
And I know it kind of feels weird for the 2x speed, but yeah, it kind of helps us like kind of get through to like, you know, get the message across ASAP. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have seen this if you're watching this video. If like this was an interesting enough topic, you've probably seen the reactions and all of that and all this back and forth.
And I told you about that shit with that girl on Instagram. That's genuinely out of love. I'm at the airport right now. Just had one of the worst days ever in Botswana. Just called my mom, cried my heart out, because also what's happening, dog. And like, one thing I want you to know, Morales, I've always fought with you. Always.
Okay, right off the bat, before we even get to like the rest of the stuff, I just feel like Morales is like doing too much. Like, I don't know if you guys seen his Instagram, but I feel like he's doing too much. Not because of what his grievances are about, that these people probably treated him bad or whatever, but mainly because like if you have a problem with someone that you know personally, it doesn't really make sense to kind of put it online, you know what I'm saying? And to the magnitude of the magnitude of the crash out that he is kind of displaying right now, like that's too much. Like, you can have a problem with people, but yo, that crash out, like that much of a crash out to go on like a 3-4 day rampage. Cause like I saw this when it was happening like the first day, and I was like, whatever. Maybe we'll forget about this a couple days, and then the next day is like there's more people involved. He's like adding more people, posting pictures. He's adding Uncle Waffles. He's adding all these other people, and I'm like, bro, like why would you like kind of add so much shit to it, like? And also, why would you come to social media? Like, if you have a problem with these people, you know them personally, besides with us, right? So it's not supposed to be any of our business. But since you put it out there, now we get to react to it and talk about it. And so you can't be angry at us for trying to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, I just feel like that's weird, number one, because it's not, like, professional practice. But let's just keep watching.
I never had a bone in my heart that wanted to disrespect you.
Is he crying?
All those messages you sent, I was like, oh, this guy could have spoken to me. I always speak to him.
I thought he was crying when I watched
You don't need to respond. You don't need to go with me to America, nothing like that. But nothing's more painful than me calling you out of love. and then you tell me the things you hate.
Wait. Okay, this one I think I saw it, but I forgot. Bro, please, put that day. Please don't put that day on the net. I was crying my dog. My friend died. I had such a bad day. Okay, please, Morale. I'm not trying to have any bad energy. Oh, okay. And he blocked him.
I told you about that thing at the time was because I didn't like what was going to happen. In my heart, I knew something bad was going to happen, and it did. And then that's when you decide to tell me things you don't like and things you're unhappy about, and that's okay, bro. But for me to even explain myself and call you that many times, I don't do that with people because I tell you about just one, and I know I'm a real person. I show love as much as I can, and all that fun makes me forget. Give beyond my heart and all those things. Those are things you can tell me as your friend. Like, the things I'm going through, maybe you do things like that. And the difference is I don't have niggas like it's easy to call and say, yo, power, what must I do or what? No. And that's okay. But I never wanted to owe you rag. I never wanted you to feel like we're telling myself you're 15 bands.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a crazy amount. I was just so overwhelmed by everything I was doing that I genuinely forgot. And I genuinely fought with the boys because I was fighting with them about my shit.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what else to say. That's like, we're good, but I'm sorry about everything. But you must just know I never wanted to do that to you, but
Now, Morale had his own version of events of how things went down, and it goes on to say, really thought you were my mates, but it's time for me to face reality. I sat back and I thought of all the subtle things you've said to me that show me you were not my mates, but I ignored them. Like you being concerned about yourself when I was speaking out on the situation I had with Casper. He disrespected me at a job that he didn't even pay for. All he had to do was keep quiet and play his parts, but no, he was a boss. Instead of you talking to him, since you are close to him, you chose to tell me to be silent. What kind of friend is that? You told me my company name is not meaningful and that we should start our own thing together. Red flag. You told me I should go back to Dylan because he was the first to tell a tale. Never did you ever ask me why I don't fuck with these niggas. You chose to hear them out first. You told me if I ever posted you, your homies would deal with me. Why would I ever post you in the first place? Because you were very aware of what you were doing. I ignored the signs, bro. You're not my guy. You said you directed the Puma campaign we did. How? Just because I didn't say.
Maybe he told you that because he kind of knew you were the type of nigga to post people when you have problems with them. You know what I'm saying? Like we already see that right now. Like in retrospect, I guess. Like he's saying that like he's validating posting him now, but it's like maybe Matera saw at the time, hey, this guy is the type of guy who's going, whenever he has a problem with you, he's gonna put it on the internet. And now, like, we can't just have disagreements or issues as friends or as business partners or whatever their relationship is. Like, you can have problems, you can have disagreements, like things happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we don't see eye to eye for some time. That's okay. Like, as long as you can call a nigga and talk to him. And by the way, that's what he should have done in the first place. You could have just called him. You could have just texted him all of this shit. Like, literally all of this shit that he, like, this whole paragraph. He could have just went straight to Matlera instead of coming to the internet. Because now look at us. We have opinions. We are talking about all this shit in their own fucking business. And frankly, this has nothing to do with us, but because they gave us the information, he gave us this information, insider information into their business dealings or into whatever relationship that they have. Now we have to weigh in on it. We don't have to, but we can. That's why I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you have a problem with somebody, like, and you have their number, call them. And if they don't answer the phone, then you shouldn't have their number.
Word, just because I shot everything without making a noise. Cool, you came up with the concept, but you didn't direct anything. You've never been my co-director, bro, ever. And you're certainly not my mates. I feel like you've manipulated me countlessly, pretending to be a real nigga to me, and that's okay. You were just being yourself. It's my fault I let it go on this long. Wish you well, king.
Oh, like, exactly, like, this guy is talking to Matlera, but on social media. Bro, like, you could have just typed that in that WhatsApp where you blocked him. After, you see this thing. Wait. Where's that thing? This. On this thing, he could have just, instead of blocking him, he could have just, you know what I'm saying? That same exact text that he put in that caption, instead of posting it, he could have just put it right here, under the last text, at 8:12 in the morning. You know, at 8:15, typed it out, all his feelings, and just put it there, and no one would have known, and they would have probably solved their problems. And even if Matlera would have been angry at him, at least it wouldn't have been a public situation and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So,
pretending to be a real nigga to me, and that's okay. You were just being yourself. It's my fault. Relationship. Now, obviously, we'll never really know the truth as to what happened between them, but it seems like they had a genuine relationship beyond music. But unfortunately, the business side of things might have ruined that. Now, moving on to the next victim, we have Mash Beats, where Morales said the following: PSA number 4. I will no longer be associated with Mash Beats. LOL. Mash is a very chill guy. He just needs to watch his circle. You didn't do anything to me. I've watched you sacrifice your own career for someone else before. Please don't do it again. We are growing up, king. We can work by agency. Thanks for putting me onto Nasty C. Good luck with your career.
Bro, this nigga is writing these are texts that you should send the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't really be doing all of that. Like, all of that PSA stuff. This is not public service announcement worthy. This is a personal message to the person that you want to communicate with. And you could do that by just sending this text to them. Say, this is how you should text him. Say Mash, or whatever he would say. You're a very chilled guy, but I just think you need to watch your circle. You didn't do anything to me. It's just that I've watched you sacrifice your own career for someone else before. Please don't do it again. We are grown up, king. We can work via agency. Thanks for putting me on to Nasty C. Good luck with your career. Literally, this is a message to Mash Beats, not to us. So this is not a public service announcement. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do it again.
Bro.
We are growing up, king. We can work by agency. Thanks for putting me onto Nasty C. Good luck with your career. Now, a few things, right? When it comes to Mash's circle, while there's only 2 individuals who are consistently around him, and that's Words and their manager, Barbara and Clint. Now, both guys seem to be genuine, and I don't ever foresee Mash and Words ever falling out, because their relationship, or I guess brotherhood, definitely seems solid. But I mean, we thought the same thing about Reese and Mash, and we saw how things turned out, which I guess Morale was alluding to when he said that he's seen Mash sacrifice his career before for someone else. So it definitely tells me that he still isn't fucking with Reese, but I guess that's a story for another day. Now, one question before we move on, right? Why distance yourself from Mash when he hasn't done anything to you? It just feels like once he was able to get what he wanted from Mash, which is the opportunity to work with Nasty C, while then cutting ties with Mash on a more personal level was more beneficial for his own business interests. Now, the next victim on the list is Zuchi Coke Dope, and Morales said,
you see now, and I'm not even going to talk about who's using who. I'm just going to talk about the crash outs in itself and how invalid they are and how unnecessary they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just do unnecessary stuff. Like, imagine, like, being a nigga that wants to work with Morale, like, and you just have him like talking about your business and all your things, blasting you on social media. Like, you wouldn't want to work with him. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys would. Probably you would. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine being that guy, bruh. And you're like, okay, I want to work with bro. But the thing is, whenever we have a problem, he's going to go to Instagram and post about you and say whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know him, like, as a person, so, like, I can't say anything about him as a person. I'm just saying, like, based off of this, like, if you want to span with him, like, and something goes wrong, like, he's the type of person who will go to social media and just talk about it. And how do I know that? He did it. Here it is. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Jesus.
Personal level was more beneficial for his own business interests. Now, the next victim on the list is Zuchi Coke Dope, and Morales said the following: PSA number 5.
Wait. Oh. Fuck. My camera was not recording, but I think we're back. I think we're back. Let's hear Zuchi Coke Dope.
All of this just boils down to respect. I feel like I haven't been respected by a lot of folks, and I'm done pretending. I don't want any apologies. I don't want nothing. Let's talk via agencies. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Also, I don't want to work with anyone who works with Zuchi Coke Dope. He doesn't like me because I'm cool with Marcus Harvey. Marcus Harvey has been good to me, and it's not work related. I am fully anti Zuchi Coke Dope projects.
Okay, this one, obviously, he probably is not talking to Zuchi. Okay, yeah, this one, I mean, it's less crazy than that one of like, okay, I don't want to work with Matlia, because I don't think he's speaking to Zuchi Kokto based on what he's saying here, right? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But also, you still do not need to kind of announce it. Like, this isn't necessary.
Because I'm cool with Marcus Harvey. Marcus Harvey has been good to me, and it's not work related. I am fully anti Zuchi Coke Dope projects. Now, he wasn't done there, so when it comes
and we're going to address this whole no more being Mr. Nice Guy thing, and just like the overall like angle of this whole thing is just unnecessary.
The Violate music video by DJ Speedster, which features Zucci. Morales said the following: LOL, I was supposed to shoot this video. As soon as Speedster sent me the song and I heard Zucci's voice, I knew it was Chai. But I didn't want to tell Speedster because Zucci is powerful. I don't know what he uses, but it's too much. I need it. Plus, you're the dealer. LOL, so I sent Speedster treatments and we agreed on the budgets and everything. Jiggy Speedster's trying to pay the day before the video. Lisejo, since when? You're not that guy, bro. You must bother. You must bother soul. You must bought this salt. So yeah, I told him I have other things to do, and he still got mad at me. How? Now look, you got Kanye West in a low budget video. Now, Violate wasn't the only music video he declined to work on. He also rejected Flame's offer to direct the counter visualizer because Zucci worked on the production for the record. So their back and forth went as follows, where Morales asked Flame the following: who produced this specific song?
Flamey. Oh, he did not crash out in Flame. I didn't go this far, by the way. I didn't go this far in the Instagram shit. I just like saw like, oh shit, this nigga, bro, he's going crazy. But he's gonna read it anyway.
And Flame replied by saying me, Zoo, and Kiwin. And then Morales said, okay, cool, because Zucci doesn't like me ever since I've been cool with Marcus, so I'm really not trying to involve myself in anything that he's involved in. For my peace sake, bro, I don't have time for whatever he's on. I just want to be out of his way completely without fail. Now the thing about
you see, that's good. He did that. Okay, he said that to Flame, told him. But now why screenshot and tell us, gang? Why screenshot and let us know? Like, we don't need to know.
That I knew his fallout would stay low. Was going to affect other artists or I guess other relationships in a way we wouldn't have expected. I mean, his fallout with Marcus.
We don't need to know that
he has with the label, and now because Zucci isn't on good terms with Marcus, while anyone who currently has a relationship with him in the industry is indirectly an op of Zucci's, as we're seeing with Morale right now. And that's unfortunate because I mean, he's literally declined to work on 2 music videos just because Zucci is tied to them, and that's pretty much money he's leaving on the table. But I guess he's sticking to his own principles and avoiding unnecessary confrontation. Now, moving on to the next victim, we have Cassette.
Yeah, and that's weird though. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like when someone doesn't like you, obviously, it's like you cannot span with them. But like Zucci's not going anywhere, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a small industry. You're probably gonna meet him. There's probably gonna be people that would want to work with Zucci. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe he knows what the fuck he got going on. That's good though. That means bro is him. Okay, now we're back.
Told me that we're not going in the studio. I started like compromising and coming up with other plans.
Hey,
I had to like stay a bit longer, but Casper was not feeling me at all, you know. And I won't lie, for the first time I was like afraid of him. Obviously he's big. He's like so big. Like he's so big. Like he kept calling himself gorilla. And I won't lie, he's big like that, you know. Like when you touch him, it's like a hard wall. You know what I'm saying? So imagine like this big nigga is telling you like, yo, Poison, if you don't wrap it up, I'm just gonna leave, and I don't want to do that. I was just scared, yo. I was just scared. I didn't know what to say. And everyone kept coming to me like, yo, how you gonna allow him to be rude? How you gonna allow him to just tell you what to do when you're the one working on this thing to make sure he looks good? I was like, yo, guys, he's a gorilla.
Now, the thing about Morale is that he's been trolling Casper throughout his crash out. I mean, one nickname he's giving Cas is Ghost Luby's Grootman, and I guess this is in relation to Ghost Luby spending 24 hours with Casper. Now, besides Morale poking fun at their relationship, he also trolls Cas with the cartoon show Casper the Friendly Ghost. Now, he asked the following question. So, he is supposed to be friendly, asking in a rhetorical way because he believes, or I guess he knows that he isn't, and that's because of the video shoot where it definitely looks like the first impression he got from Casper has been long-lasting. Now, another artist Morales decided to speak on is the Big Hash, where he shared a message that he received from Hash going off at him. So the post goes on to say, I forgot this guy. I will let him explain to you guys the context of this message.
I'm not gonna lie, they did him dirty, bro. Is that the real art cover? Somebody let me know. That's crazy.
It's because it's usually the people who aren't doing so well who have a story to tell. Now, the message that Hash sent goes on to say, actually, fuck you, Mo. You knew my situation financially and you took advantage of that.
Whoa. Wait, who sent this? Oh, the Big Hash. Okay. Okay.
You're a foul human being and as fake as they come. I want my money back today. If you don't send it back, bro, I'm so damn petty. I'll send my whole legal and management team at you. I'll block your socials if I have to. I'm not playing with you anymore. You're delusional. If you think I'm gonna let you walk all over me, no more being nice. I waited 3 months for a video I gave you money for. Money you asked me for that I didn't have for shit like this, knowing what I'm going through, and you have the audacity to give me these half-ass excuses. I've seen you go from fake sending to fake schedules. No more. You made shit this way. I don't care anymore.
Okay. Lots to unpack here. Number one, Big Hash is complaining to you the way you were complaining about Matlera. Right? Am I getting that right? And Big Hash is doing what Morale is doing. Big Hash is doing what I was saying in the beginning. Like, you could just text them that anger that you have. And this is what the Big Ash did. And why are you dissing him? Because he actually did the right thing. And you're using him as an example of how you feel because he felt that way towards you. So what the fuck makes you better than all these other people that you were just dogging right now?
half-ass excuses.
Wait.
I've seen you go from fake sendings to fake schedules. No more. You made shit this way. I don't care anymore. Now, I'm not sure why Morale would post this because it doesn't paint him in the best of light.
That's what
I mean,
I'm
Hash
saying.
going off the way he did is valid because if he paid you for your service and you didn't deliver, then of course he is well within his rights to ask for his money back. So once again, why even post this, especially because it was 4 years ago? But anyways, Morale had a few words for Roboboy, Dos, as well as Kai from Creative Corner, and not to mention the slightly weird obsession that he has with Uncle Waffles. But as I said earlier, those individuals aren't part of the hip-hop culture, which is what we cover this side. So maybe someone else can touch on that. What I will say is that Morale definitely seems to be fed up with the industry and how it operates. I mean, it seems like he treats these artists as his friends, or I guess his brothers, but that's not the case because he always seems to find himself on the wrong side of the equation. I mean, he said it himself, he doesn't feel respected and doesn't care for apologies. I just think when it comes to business, there's no place for friendships because at some point, someone is going to eventually feel like they're getting taken advantage of, or I guess in this case, not respected, and that's just going to affect both the business and personal relationship entirely. So his decision to operate via his agency is the best course of action, but after this crash out, I'll be surprised if he manages to pull the same amount of work. I mean, exposing several artists like this is an easy way to blacklist yourself from the industry, but at the same time, the guy is super talented. I mean, his work speaks for itself, so maybe there are some artists who might want to still work with him, but they'll have to accept the fact that if there ever happens to be a misunderstanding with him, they'll probably be a part of his next crash outs. But with that said, you guys have any your thoughts on this?
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. I mean, like, and bro, by the way, to me, he's a great shooter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like one of the OG shooters. If you know, I don't want to disrespect anyone, but for me, he's top 2. For me, for this guy, he's top 2 like OG shooters like in the music industry, and the number 1 is OM, Big Rod, man, Uncle Scrooge. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, like, he's really good at what he does, and I feel like, yo, bro, like, if you say this shit about people, like, someone's gonna look at this, and whenever they're faced with the opportunity to work with you, it's gonna be like, do I do this? You know what I'm saying? And like, he's very good. That's what I'm saying. Like, he probably knows this. Maybe that's why he made the video. But like, you're like, you know, when you're so good to the point where you're like, nah, I'm untouchable at this point. I feel like that's where he is. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I don't know. But like, gang, this is like, yo, brah. It's a very weird situation because I'm also thinking like, yo, I'm not gonna crash out on anyone that I have a problem with. If I have a problem, I'm not gonna crash out at all. I don't think it's professional to crash out. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's because he has like the credibility and the hours, and you know what I'm saying. He has the proof to show that he really is him. That's what I was saying in the beginning. Like, he's him. And he believes in himself so much to the point where he doesn't care that he might get blacklisted. He might not be asked to do some work in the future. And that's dangerous, gang. Those are dangerous territories. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I don't know. I just hope he actually gets to recover from this. Because to me, I'm not really looking at the people that he was crashing out on as much as I'm looking at him. And that's the problem. Right? That's the problem. The problem is he's trying to shine a light on these people, but it only exposes himself. Is this still recording? Oh my God. Oh yeah, it is. But that's what I'm saying. He's trying to shine a light on these other people, but it only shows who he is, like, as a person. It's like, okay, this person, whenever we get into a conflict, he's going straight to social media. You know what I'm saying? He's going to crash out. And so, do I want to get in a business, you know what I'm saying, context with this guy? Because if you do get into a business situation with this guy and something doesn't go his way, he's crashing out. You're going to get blasted on social media, and that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. I don't know. It's just an opinion at the end of the day. That's the disclaimer. Everything I'm saying here is an opinion. Nothing is factually based unless it's proven. It's proven in real life. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please like the video. I'm doing reactions. Yes, I'm doing reactions. And my name is MZ. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next motherfucker. Beach. Oh baby girl, come to my spot. Let's make this right. just wanna slip and slide my fish stick in your